Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Before we dive into this painting, I wanted to say to you that a lot of you have been asking me that, and I decided to do a winter series this time, and it is a 30-day before Christmas, so I guess I will be doing 30 days winter, and those are gonna be the paintings with winter theme, with snow, with, well, a lot of joy. If they're not exactly a winter scenery, they will be in the colors of the winter. So hopefully I will manage to do a tutorial every single day. That is my goal, but I'm sure you won't mind if I miss any of those days, because I do have a lot of projects going on, but I will do my best to do a tutorial every single day. So now let's get started. Today we will be painting this winter scenery with a sunset and some snow falling, and just at the beginning of this video I had a gorgeous camera joy, but I did not let that discourage me. It actually stopped recording for some reason. There was a battery, there was everything, but it just stopped recording. So as you can see, I started off with pre-wetting the entire paper, and after that I've added a light wash of yellow around the sun, and I formed that sun, leaving it completely white and with just this yellow around it. Also, I've took a little bit more of that mix of blue and black and added it into the sky just to make it somewhat just a little bit darker, and also beneath that part I painted in yellow. I will be adding just a couple of clouds with black, actually not neutral black, with black inner upper part, and I'm not really trying to paint any particular clouds, just making the impression that there is something going on in the sky. And these colors, they are quite natural pigments and they are very, very grainy, so they're leaving this beautiful texture on the paper, you know, and when they dry they do have, yeah, I know, graininess to it, and we'll add that even earthier look. So after I've added also that darker blue mixed with black, and on top of it just black, I've painted in the, well, these are also in that mix of blue and black, those background grasses or something. I did wanted to paint them a little bit lighter, and in that blue it just gives the impression that they are just a little bit further away and closer to us. I've painted those grasses in black, and that just gave the impression that they are actually closer to us. And the paint is still wet and my background is still wet, so all of that paint, but not very wet, it just a little bit wet, and it does bleed slightly, and it gives the impression even more that is a little bit further away and not in the focus. Also, I've took this is just a regular grilling stick, I think, and I've turned it on the side that is flat and just picked up with it a little bit of the paint, making those some parts of it white and looking those there some highlighted grasses or you know, when they, I did not want to add white, I did wanted to just pick up the paint, and that was the easiest way for me. You can also use here maybe an old credit card or any card, fitness card, whatever you don't need anymore. You can absolutely use it here to pick up those grasses, to pick up the paint and grasses that will slightly ruin your paper. It is true, but just don't be too hard on it and don't press too hard. Just slightly press it slightly. If it doesn't go, it means that there is too much water on your paper. Just leave it to dry just a little bit and then try again. And when finished with that, I did this time dry the entire paper. It has to be dry to do this branch that is actually in focus. And then with the black, I've painted it. I don't know what that is. That is just also some branch or some branch from a bush. I'm not really sure. It's something growing out of the earth, and I've painted it in black and also added a little bit more texture with the side of my script brush. I've added a little bit more texture in the lower part, and after that, well, I've sprinkled some snow and I've used white. And as you can see right now, I'm just tapping in my brush into water, picking just slightly just a little bit of water with that white in my brush and a little water. That is how I'm actually diluting it. You can also do that on your palette, but I'm just picking up the paint and then slightly tapping in the water and just diluting slightly that water, making those sprinkles not even, and some larger, some smaller, and looking though it is snow, because snow, when you look it from further away, some flakes look bigger, some look smaller, so I don't want them to look like stars, and that is the reason why I did that. I also on top of it sprinkled just a little bit of clean water to even more spread it and smudge it, and then on the lower part, on the bottom part, use that white again and added it just to make that part even a little bit more highlighted. And while the paint is still wet, I'm using this smaller flat brush to pick up the paint to make it look as though there are some grasses, some parts that the sun is going through those grasses, and leaving it just slightly lighter and sparkling. Just as you can see, I'm not really trying to paint the sun rays, just picking up here and there the paint. And after finished with that, I'm adding a little bit more of those white sprinkles, because we do want them a lot of them, to make it look as though it is snow. And with that, I'll be finishing off this painting and of course this video. I hope you had fun in this first one of 30 videos, hopefully 30 videos. And if you do like it, please hit the like button, share it, comment. And if you haven't still, please subscribe to my channel. That would really mean a lot to me. And if you want to go one step further, maybe consider joining my channel. Press that join next to the subscribe button, listen to the offer, and then decide whether or not you want to join. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!